Happy Fish Keepers Friday? Happy Friday, Fish Keepers. Just about to go into the Fanatics Friday coffee date. We're speaking to a commercial breeder in Florida who has bred things like clown loaches and plenty of Cynodontis and African cichlids, so that's going to be awesome. If you're watching this tonight, the replay is available on YouTube. Just click on the live tab and you'll find it. It'll be phenomenal. Right, I'm going to do that, then we'll get on to what we're doing for the rest of the day. Not sure if the camera's going to show it up properly, but man, whoops, that male blue lacustris in here is looking absolutely fire this morning. Trying to breed up a storm. It looks beautiful. Full feist mode, that's for sure. That was stupid cool. If you've got any interest in sort of breeding, particularly clown loaches, Cynodontis, other sort of various interesting and intriguing type of species like that, 100% watch the replay of this week's Fanatics Friday coffee date. I'm sitting up here on a cloud at the moment. That was really ridiculously cool. I'm going to need to come down a little bit off this cloud before we get into too much more work for the day. I can only honestly just recommend you check out that video. Watch the replay of the live stream. Freaking amazing. Loved every minute of it. Right, I'm going to have a coffee, going to relax a little bit, drop myself a touch, and we're going to get on with the day. But before we do, here are my loaches, just because, well, I'm kind of just sitting all giggity at the moment, so yeah. My nice boys and girls. Tank has cleared overnight, bubbling away, so we'll begin moving corridors into there. Get that rocking and rolling, and then we can start moving this. I'm thinking, I think I want to make this into a community tank in the shop, but I'm thinking maybe we do a whole series on the Book of Faces of what should we put in it, what colour should we do the background, what plants should we do, like allow the fish room family to dictate what actually goes in this tank. I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but it might be fun. I have some cool responses, some cool answers. Yeah, we'll see how we go, eh? This monstrosity has held no water overnight because I'm putting in it. But we'll water test it on Monday. So I'll chuck it where it's going to go, and on Monday we'll water test it. Hopefully it holds water and we can put some snails in there. Okay, I've spent some time. We prepped up a couple of breeding tanks. Yeah, we'll get two heaters in there. We're going to do Flamme tetras and glow light tetras in there. Checked all the waters. That was prior to water changes and stuff, so I've dropped that down into the low 6s now, pH wise, and the KH is still at the 3s and 4s. And it's the same with this one here. So water conditions should be right. I'm going to test it in the morning. Hopefully we've dropped into the 5s, high 5s for that, pH wise. Checked all these. GH, KH pretty much similar to what they're going into. The pH was a little bit higher in this tank, the 7.6. So we've done a large water change since then with RO water, and I'll do some more tests on that very soon, but I'm thinking these guys are pretty close to having very similar conditions, so hopefully we can get a wee spawn from them. I'm going to feed them out on some frozen food today, hopefully just plump up the last few females. There is definitely a couple of big plump female glow light tetras in here, and definitely a couple of plump female flammes, so fingers crossed we get a result and I get more than eggs this time just from the flammes, because that's frustrating me. So we'll see how we go. Probably put them in tomorrow, leave them all of Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday morning hopefully we've got some eggs from those two tanks, as long as this tests exactly how I need it to test very soon. I'm considering setting up a second tub, or at least I've got a tub there, make another one, bit of a stand going on. I think I might have sold this aquarium here, which gives me a little bit more room there, and I might add acid to one of them to bring the pH down, so the pH is already low coming out of it. This doesn't need to do too much tinkering after the fact. Hopefully it'll make it more stable and settled, but not too sure just yet, but it's just a wee consideration that I'm thinking about playing with there. Not entirely sure why, but it looks like we've lost a huge quantity of the blue lacustris overnight. I'm 99% sure, adamant, there was more than what I can see in there last night to what there is today. So I'm only seeing 5 or 6 at the moment. We were swarms of it. kind of like what's going on here with the Boss Money. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. It's a bit annoying and a bit concerning. Hopefully just because they're small, they might have begun going down towards the substrate where the corridors are, sort of tucking themselves in behind things like the sponge field and that kind of stuff. Might not be seeing them, but I'm not holding my breath here. Very disappointing, and I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Feeding them up with the Ocean Nutrition Tropical Quintet again. We're getting a decent share. So a couple of whiptails and other plecos in there to clean up the leftovers. I'll give them another feed of this before I go home today. Hopefully really get them girls working overdrive. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so I'm glad that I got concrete floors, and I can assure you that I spit. This wasn't going so well. Got a good quality mouthful, more than one good quality mouthfuls. I might need to go get some sort of a injection in my arm to make sure I don't end up with tuberculosis or something crazy. It was freaking gross. Blech.